Hello and welcome to Z Gadget Review, and today feels like Xbox Series X day. Why do I say that? Because many gaming journalists and tech mediums got to spend about a week with the Xbox Series X, and not a prototype but an actual working console. And some of the testing from those consoles is now available and the results look very, very promising. For example, load times are just pretty much incredible. Games that used to take over a minute now load in 20 seconds, which makes the game experience just amazing. Like when a game takes too long to load, it kind of takes you out of what you're doing. You pull out your phone, you start looking at things, and then you maybe get distracted with something that you're looking at your phone or reading, and then you pause the game. And so, no more of that. Pretty much Xbox Series X takes care of that. Here are some examples from The Verge on loading times. So we have Call of Duty Warzone, Xbox Series X 16 seconds, Xbox One X 21 seconds, Red Dead Redemption 52 seconds, Xbox One X 1 minute 35 seconds, The Outer Worlds 6 seconds, Xbox One X 27 seconds, Evil Within 2, Xbox Series X 33 seconds, Xbox One X 43 seconds, Sea of Thieves 20 seconds on Xbox Series X, 1 minute 21 seconds Xbox One X. What do you think about that? That's just gonna come down a little bit here. But it's just very exciting. It's very exciting information that we're learning. To continue, Warframe, Xbox Series X, 25 seconds. Xbox One X, 1 minute 31 seconds. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, 30 seconds Xbox Series X. Xbox One X, 1 minute 7 seconds. You know what that means? That means Assassin's Creed loads in half the time on the Xbox Series X than it does on the Xbox One X. Can you do you understand what I'm talking about here? Do you understand what I'm talking about here? These are games that you will be playing, even though they are old gen games, because you're playing those games right now. I know there's newer games that are coming out to replace some of this, like AC Odyssey and COD, but the thing is that you will still have access to these games and you will be able to play them on for a fraction of the time. Like imagine those days that you only have 2 hours, 3 hours to game because you're busy, you have other things to do, right? And you spend half of your time just sitting there staring at a loading screen. No more. Like now you're going to be able to enjoy those 3 hours or 2 hours that you have to play for fully gaming, fully immersed in what you're doing, trying to accomplish things, trying to finish missions, instead of sitting there and being like, oh my God, I'm wasting my time just staring at a freaking black screen or a screen with a picture giving me tips I don't care to hear about now. You can see I'm very passionate right now. So I'm just going to continue reading this list. No Man's Sky, 1 minute 27 seconds, Xbox Series X, Xbox One X, 2 minutes 13 seconds. That's, again, almost half the time. Quality of life, people. That's what that's called. Quality of life. Destiny 2, Xbox Series X, 43 seconds. Xbox One X, 1 minute, 52 seconds. So that's just one of the features of the Xbox Series X. The other feature of the Xbox Series X that was shown was Quick Resume. Quick Resume works pretty much in a way where if you're playing a game, let's say NBA 2K21, right? But I want to take a break from that and I just want to go play Halo. I load up my Halo, I start playing Halo. And then I just want to go back to NBA 2K21. The switch between both games supposed to be just instantaneous. Like you shouldn't have to wait for the game to load up again like you do now. If you switch between games, you gotta wait for the game to load up, and if it needs to connect to the internet, sometimes it disconnects and and it reboots because you have to reconnect, and you're like, God damn it, I just don't want to play this anymore. And you grab the thing and you throw it, right? So this is going to make it so you can do up to 6 games at a time that you can quick resume or suspend. Pretty much, it's the work on suspension. The games are suspended. Utilizes the SSD, and that's one of the reasons, and that's pretty much what explains how fast the SSD on the Xbox Series X is going to be, or it is, because just about a month away, or a little bit over a month away, that you'll be able to do that, right? That you'll be able to just multitask in your games. That is just amazing because I do that. I play one game and then I'm like, you know what, I don't want to play this anymore. Let me play another game. And then, oh, I was playing this the other day. Let me go try to get that achievement, and I go play another game. And just sometimes when I'm in the middle of it and I'm switching games, like I get so tired of waiting that I just give up. And the other thing that people talked about is the controller. So the Xbox Series X controller. Oh, wait a minute. Are you wondering why this clip is here and why my phone is here and how I can do this and play Xbox games on this? Just check out the video here and you'll get the answer. The new Xbox controller for the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S feels pretty much the same. And what some journalist says that it feels actually a little bit smaller than this one, so it fits in your hands better. But they haven't gone and reinvented the wheel, of course, on the controller because it works so well. Personally, it's one of the best controllers that I've used when I play on my computer because I'm horrible at keyboard and mouse. I don't know how people do it. I give people props for being able to play with keyboard and mouse. So my next point is, where is PlayStation, or where's Sony, making this momentum for their launch? We know that it launches like a week after or a couple of days after the Xbox. And yes, the PS5 has games that the Xbox isn't going to have, and exclusives and all these things. I haven't really seen anything besides those things that make me excited to get a PlayStation 5 or PS5. I get it. Spider-Man Miles Morales is coming out, and I don't really care to play Spider-Man. I mean, it looks like a cool game. It looks like a fun game. But just from the gameplay that I've seen, it just looks like a rinse and repeat game where you're going to do a couple of things and then have repeat. Just like games have become nowadays, where you just do a couple of missions and you have side missions and then you repeat the same things. Go to the tower and go do this and go do that. And the swinging in school and all that. But, maybe I probably maybe I'm just burned out in those kind of games where you get the cool character that does cool things and you have a couple of like 5-6 missions that are really cool and different, and then you have another 12 missions that just repeat the same thing that you did on the first 6. And to me, that's kind of pointless. It's kind of like, why do I keep doing the same thing? This is what happened with Destiny. I play Destiny so much, of Destiny 1, because the shooting was so good and just the game felt so good. But it got to a point where I was like, why do I keep playing the same thing in the same areas with the same bosses, blah, 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 blah. And I just got burned out on that. It's just kind of like, I had it. Obviously, you probably disagree with my take on that, but whatever, that is my take. I just want to see Sony, kind of be out there promoting their system, kind of like what Microsoft is doing. I mean, if you see all the videos that I've done on the Xbox, it's because it's out there. Like they bought Bethesda and they keep been talking up their system, and the Xbox Series S. And when it leaked, they didn't come out and were like, shh, we're not going to talk about this until our time is ready to go. No, they were like, you know what? You got us. Here it is. Look it up. Here's information, whatever. It's really cool. I am very excited as well because I got confirmation that my GameStop pre-order is there, locked and loaded. So I'm going to get it on day one. And so seeing these things just hypes me up more for the Xbox. And right now I don't have any hype for the PS5, and I'm not crapping on the PlayStation. The first PlayStation was the first console that I had, that I owned. So I like PlayStation. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. But right now, I think Microsoft is making more noise. The Xbox seems to poised to have a better launch. Obviously, I haven't looked at numbers of pre-orders or anything like that. So that's just my opinion from a wide point of view. Microsoft sold out in Japan, which hasn't happened. Phil Spencer was like, what? Because Phil Spencer always has his phone connected to an Xbox controller. That's just a fact. I haven't checked, but if, in my head it is. So he's like, wait, what? Well, we sold out where? In Japan. Were we even selling consoles in Japan? Really? Holy. Well, color me green. Tell me what you think about my thoughts on the Xbox. Are you as excited as I am? Were you able, were you lucky enough to get an pre-order? And if you didn't, I'm sorry to hear that. If you did, congratulations. It seems like you're going to get amazing gaming system. Tell me that I'm wrong, whatever. Or that's it for me. Go ahead, subscribe, give me a like, hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have videos. There's going to be a lot of content coming your way. And thank you very much for watching.